Georgia has won it in double overtime.
Oh, Dominique! How many great plays!
For some showtime! Oh, a reverse slam!
Is a presentation of GTV.
Way out front, 7 seconds. Ware got to help. 4 seconds to go. Ware with the ball. Drives. Ware to the rim. Floater won't go. There's Tompkins. Go put back at the buzzer, at the horn. Are they going to have to look at it? They count the bucket. We go to overtime.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. I'm Chuck Dowdle. Dogs with a tough SEC week this week. Of course, they had the Florida Gators at Stegman Coliseum, and then of course it was to Lexington to take on the Kentucky Wildcats. Two of the best teams not only in the SEC East, not only in the SEC, but in the entire country, and both back-to-back on Georgia's schedule. We'll cover it all for you. Coach Fox will join us. We'll break down both games, and we'll look ahead on that Bulldog schedule, as well as we'll go game time with Trey Thompson. Stay with us on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
Inside Georgia Basketball with Mark Fox is brought to you by AT&T and by HeartGuard.
Today was the day that I put everything in perspective. I fell asleep, but when I woke up, everything changed and the skies turned off. That was before. That was before. You came along and you played me a song with a little bit of love and a little bit of yeah.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
Well, before we came to Lowe's, we tried another paint to cover our striped living room walls. We were told it would cover easily.
Slight exaggeration.
Huge exaggeration. Thankfully, Samantha here told us about high-def color.
I just told them about our new high-def signature color from Valspar. The built-in primer gives you excellent coverage, plus it's our fastest, most durable paint with superior color accuracy. I'm guessing you don't miss the stripes?
We don't miss the stripes.
Experience. Lowe's. Let's build something together.
What this droid does will change how you do web connections. This creates a mobile 3G hotspot powerful enough to fuel multiple devices at will, putting you at the center of your own World Wide Web. Introducing the new Droid X, the next generation of does.
And welcome back to Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. And Coach, I mean, you knew Florida was, everything that they're advertised to be, one of the best teams in the country. But I know you're just disappointed to have a loss like that, double overtime loss, and the guys fought so hard.
Well, it is a difficult loss because we invested so much. I think that our kids played with a lot of heart, and we played a great Florida team. I have to give Florida credit. They're a terrific team, a team that was picked to win the league, a team that really can hurt you from so many different places offensively. That they're a challenge to defend, and we did battle. It was a hard-fought game, and it's disappointing to come up on the wrong end of that.
There were so many times during that game, particularly in the latter stages of the second half, where you thought, well, it was a nice try by Georgia, and just written. But the kids kept fighting, never thought they were out of it, and then lo and behold, you do get the game tied.
You know, we didn't start the game well, and kind of had to get our rhythm and built a lead, and then we didn't play very well in the start got to the second half and fell behind and had to fight back again. But this team's pretty resilient, and I think they just kept, we kept telling them that if you just keep trusting the process and keep plugging along, that you'll give yourself a chance to win, and we had that, and so I was proud of our kids for that.
All right, we're going to get in the highlights. We'll come back. I got some more questions for you, but let's check out Scott Howard, the voice of the Dogs, highlights of the Dogs and the Gators.
Dribbles around Tyus and got in the air, jumped the pass and just dropped the ball. Picked up by Walker, going to drive and push it up and in and got fouled. Leslie will work it around to the right side. Robinson going to go baseline, floater, good! Left elbow, here's Barnes now, back to the basket. He'll go to Vincent Williams, going to shoot the three. Vincent hits a big three for the sophomore. Now he hands it back to Thornton, who dribbles between the circles to Ware, catch, shoot three, good! Dustin from the left wing, whammy! Front gathered in by Tompkins, top of the key. Fakes the three, going to dribble and drive. He banks it in and gets fouled. Count that bucket. Tompkins is pumped up. He's working down low on Big Price. Jeremy gave him the move, and a monster dunk! Oh, and a foul! Welcome to the game, Mr. Murphy. Travis, 11th in the SEC in scoring and rebounding. Knew he missed it, followed his shot, put it up and in! They go to Walker in the corner, dribbles it out, feeds Boynton for a three. Oh, that's a big one. Top of the key, three by Kenny Boynton. Running our offense with Robinson. Hard pass to Ware. Catch and shoot. Dustin, three, good! That's the air trend, nothing but net escape shot. Leslie with the ball in the circle. Ware runs around, takes a feed on the right side, send it into Price for a dunk. He spun away from the defender. It's Tyus to guard the inbound as the big guy man jumps. We bounce it into Robinson. Robinson with a screen. On the right wing will shoot the three. Good! Robinson hit a three, 22 seconds to go. Way out front, 7 seconds. Ware got to help, 4 seconds to go. Ware with the ball, drives, Ware to the rim, floater won't go. There's Tompkins, the putback at the buzzer, at the horn. Are they going to have to look at it? They count the bucket. Leslie slashes through the paint. Robinson feeds Travis, dump down to Price, two-handed jammer.
Walker's got a lot of time to get down the floor.
Throw it into Walker, gets by Williams into the front court. Long NBA three. Oh, he hit it! He hit it with 1 second to go. About a 25-footer. Holy smokes! Left side to Wilbekin. Back to Boynton. Kenny Boynton. Skip pass to Parsons. Three-pointer good. 9 on the shot clock. That might be a dagger. Billy Donovan with a handshake for Mark Fox as the clock hits 0, and the Gators have won it.
So it didn't turn out the way all Georgia fans had liked, but nevertheless, when you look back at that game, where did you think that the game got away from you?
Well, I thought the biggest factor in the game was the rebounding. And in the first half, when we had the lead, we were plus 10 on the boards. And the second half, when we lost the lead and Florida was able to win, we were minus 10 on the boards, and the game ended up even. And so whatever team was winning the rebounding battle during the game was the one that was having the advantage, and that was an area where we thought we might have had an advantage, we were just a little bit short there. But I felt like both teams had a lot of second chance points. I mean, we had a lot of second chance baskets, and they did too. But that I thought was really the difference in the game.
Coach, just because the way the game played out, I know it was disappointing. It was a tough loss to take for these young men. Now, how do they put that behind them and move on? Are they more resilient than perhaps we are as fans?
Well, we're going to find out. I think that young people are usually more resilient than we give them credit for. But they're going to have tougher things happen to them in life than this loss. It is disappointing, very disappointing. But much like the loss to Tennessee was so disappointing, and we bounced back from that one. So, we just have to continue to saddle back up and go back after it. And it's I think a credit to this generation, which gets criticized so much, that they can bounce back, and they are pretty resilient. And I think our kids will be the same way.
All right, we're going to take a break. We got a lot more to cover. We're going to go game time with Trey Tompkins. You won't want to miss that, and highlights of the Dogs and the Cats up in Lexington. Stay with us on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
We're convenient, easy, and the best parking value around Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. We're the parking spot. We'll pick you up at your car and take you right to the airport in clean, comfortable style. With 2 convenient locations just minutes from Hartsfield, the parking spot is your spot. So get on board, join the Spot Club to earn free parking, and visit theparkingspot.com. We have airport parking covered.
Hey, everyone's eating tacos outside Bill's office. Do you think that's some information I would like to know? I like tacos. You invited Eric? I thought Eric gave you the creeps. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Don't be left behind. AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network, is getting faster with 4G.
Hi, I'm Dale Cardwell with TrustDale.com. Saving money is important, but when it comes to choosing a natural gas provider, don't settle for low-quality customer service. After careful review, TrustDale.com is proud to recommend switching your service to Walton EMC Natural Gas. You'll get top-ranked customer service and consistent low prices. Start saving today. Call or switch online and get your exclusive TrustDale discount. Walton EMC Natural Gas, a certified TrustDale.com partner.
And welcome back. Coach Trey Tompkins means so much to this team. I know as a leader, and you can tell, boy, he accepts that role and shows that on the floor. But there's a young man that seems to bring his A game to work most every night.
Trey's a terrific player, great young man in so many ways. On the dean's list academically, a terrific player when the scoreboard comes on, but also a kid who shows up in practice and works his tail off and is really helping change this program and making the guys around him better, and can't say enough good things about Trey.
And that's one of the things you look for in a guy that makes other guys around him. I mean, it's one thing to be a good player, but what do you do to make the guys around you better?
Well, I think good players make plays, and I think great players make plays, but also make plays for other people. And I think that's one thing that you see now with Trey, is that he's starting to make everyone around him better. And he's really matured as a player, and he's had a lot of adversity this year with that ankle, and he's still not healthy, but he's really battled through it, and I think made a huge impact on our team, and given the guys around him, such a chance to be successful, and that's a real compliment to Trey.
Yeah, and it's one of the reasons that Dogs basketball is one of the hottest tickets in town. So now here's game time. It's our AT&T Spotlight feature for GeorgiaDogs.com. Trey Tompkins game time.
Usually before the game, I got my iPod in, I go up, I get taped a little bit earlier than everybody else, just so I can be in there by myself and think about what's about to happen and try to maybe visualize what's going to happen in the game. Running out to a sold-out Coliseum now for the fourth game in a row has been like nothing that I've experienced since I've been here. Our fans have become like a sixth man to us, and they've brought the energy when sometimes we haven't had it, and we appreciate it so much. I've been playing this game for about 15, 16 years now, and every time I step on the floor, I'm nervous. It's a different task, it's a different objective, but at the end of the day, we all want to win. It's game time. When Dustin comes across the floor and it calls a play, I'm usually trying to make sure everybody's set in their positions and make sure everybody's on the same page, because that's the most important thing. If everybody's not on the same page, then nothing can be done. Being one-on-one down low is great. It's tenacious, it's tough, and it's what basketball is about. Taking the dribble, laying a hit on a guy, and turning and knocking down a hook or a turnaround jump shot, and it just gets you going for the rest of the game. Being known as a bricklayer for Georgia basketball is a blessing. If people look to me as a guy who helped start something, then that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted our team to be successful. We work so hard, and we're always going to push forward, and now we feel like we can compete with anybody.
Coach, you know, we talk about Trey and how much he's improved. What areas of his game do you still see him working on to get better at? I mean, because he's so good at so many things.
Well, he is, and that's one of the things about Trey, because he's so versatile that you know, he can get a little bit better in every area. You know, he hasn't maybe shot the ball as well this year, but he's getting so much more focused to the defense because he played so well last year, and so I think, you know, he's really, you know, I think made an effort to become a better passer and make the guys next to him better, and I think we're seeing that.
All right, we're going to take a break. We come back, we got highlights of the Dogs and the Cats in Lexington, and we're going to be looking ahead on that Georgia schedule. Stay with us.
Today was the day that I put everything in perspective. I fell asleep, but when I woke up, everything changed and the skies turned off. That was before. That was before. You came along and you played me a song with a little bit of love and a little bit of yeah.
AT&T covers 97% of all Americans.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
Hi, I'm Dale Cardwell with TrustDale.com. Saving money is important, but when it comes to choosing a natural gas provider, don't settle for low-quality customer service. After careful review, TrustDale.com is proud to recommend switching your service to Walton EMC Natural Gas. You'll get top-ranked customer service and consistent low prices. Start saving today. Call or switch online and get your exclusive TrustDale discount. Walton EMC Natural Gas, a certified TrustDale.com partner.
The G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com is the #1 stop to get University of Georgia merchandise. With over 2,000 items, all the Bulldogs gear you need is in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Bulldogs gear, head to the G-Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com.
Coach, Kentucky, of course, always one of the top teams in the conference, one of the top teams in the country, well coached, great players, and now they got a little bit of motivation because they've already been beaten by Georgia once this season.
Well, Kentucky has a great program, and I think one of the things that you know, schools can have a great team from time to time, but once you've done that consistently, you develop a program and a following, and Kentucky has that. And you know, Rupp Arena is always sold out, never an empty seat. They're always going to have good players. John's done a great job, you know, putting this team back together, and it's a challenge every time you go to Rupp.
On the road in the SEC is never easy, but is that an arena that's, you know, particularly difficult to play in just because of the?
I think what's difficult when you visit Rupp Arena is mostly the challenge comes from the other team. I mean, they got a good basketball team. They have good players. That's the handful. Yes, they have a great crowd, and yes, that makes a big difference. You know, in their players' efforts and in how you can communicate with your team. But I think the number one thing is they have a good basketball team. But it's a special place to play. It's a great atmosphere, and I think we'll enjoy our trip.
Yeah, always a challenge for any team stepping into Rupp Arena. Here are the Dogs and the Cats and Scott Howard.
Scoop it to Leslie. Leslie dribbles with the left hand, drives down the left side of the lane, shoots awkwardly, no good. We get the rebound, feed it to Ware, long two-pointer is good, just left of the blue paint. Ware for Georgia goes to Leslie, ball fake inside to Tompkins, put it up and in and got fouled. Trey with his first shot attempt, I think it is.
It was.
Robinson back in the ball game for Georgia. Knight tries to draw a charge, no call. Kentucky boos. Leslie with a beautiful feed down low to Barnes. He threaded the needle, and Chris finishes with a dunk. Tompkins again, they double down. Throws it down the lane. Ware was open inside. The smallest guy right in front of Liggins. Runner won't go. Rebounded by Chris Barnes. He ripped it away. Give it to Ware. Feed up ahead to Robinson. And a flip and a finger roll in from the right side. Good by Gerald. Ware, right corner three to answer. And he does. No, it's a two. That's just kind of the way it's gone. And now we drop the inbounds pass from Robinson. Get it back with three. Robinson drives to the basket. Layup is blocked. Tapped by Vargas, but it didn't have enough on the hit as the shot goes around the rim and good. Leslie to Price in the circle. Jeremy kick out to Ware. Left corner goes to Robinson. Gerald with a right-hand dribble. Fires to Travis. To the elbow. Kick out Ware. Dustin's three is good. 18:30 to go in the ball game. Tompkins has it. Again, Trey's only been able to take one shot today. Ware will catch and shoot the three. That's good from the left side. Dustin. Jeremy doing some good work for the Dogs. Outlet to Robinson to the rack. Laying good for the left hand. Gets it to 10, 48-38. Dustin into the front court. Left wing to Robinson. To the basket. Laying good. Robinson with 10, 59-50 at the horn. Rebounded by Tompkins. Feed to Ware. Dustin shoots for three. Oh, good! Around the rim and good, and a timeout. Dogs call a time. We've got it down to 6. Final score at Rupp. Kentucky wins it 66-60 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia now 14-6 on the year, 3-4 in the SEC.
Well, time now to get coached up a little bit. And Coach, I'm going to ask you, let's go back to that Florida game. And at the end of regulation, you're down a couple of points. You need a basket to tie. What do you come up with? And what actually happened? What were you trying to do, and then what actually happened?
Well, what we have several things we can run, you know, late in the game there, and no matter what set we run, if it breaks down or if we go to it initially, there's one key thing that we're trying to get, and what we ended up with is something that is by design, and it's there's a driving lane right there to the basket, you know, and we had Dustin Ware with the ball going down that lane, and Trey Tompkins was here, and Dustin had a screen here, which I believe he rejected the screen with our other big player here. I think it was, you know, we had our 5-man up top here, and Trey as our 4-man was here, and Dustin went down the lane and he took the defender here and drew the help, and he took the defender here and drew the help, and so he took a tough shot, but when the help left, you know, Trey was there, you know, to rebound it by himself, and so really Dustin did his job as he drew the defense He got the ball in the rim, and just by drawing that help, he gave Trey rebounding position, and actually Trey just caught the missed shot and put it in.
But it's all predicated on him being able to beat the defender there and get to the hoop. I mean, right? So
it's all predicated on him getting in that driving lane, and when he does that, and that's one thing Gerald Robinson is so good at, is getting in that driving lane and forcing the help. And if the help doesn't come, then you got to be able to make that play.
Yeah, you got to finish. All right, well, wow, it worked well that time, at least with Trey following up, getting the game tied. All right, we're going to take another break. We're going to come back. We'll wrap it up with a look ahead on that Bulldog basketball schedule. Stay with us on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
When it comes to preventing heartworm disease, Georgia's #1 dog gets the veterinarian's #1 choice, HeartGuard Plus. All dogs should be tested for heartworm infection before starting a preventive program. HeartGuard Plus is well tolerated. In rare cases, digestive and neurological side effects have been reported. For more information, contact your veterinarian. HeartGuard Plus, easy to give, protection to live. Just ask UGA. For a $12 rebate on your next purchase of HeartGuard Plus, please visit protectinguga.com.
We're convenient, easy, and the best parking value around Atlanta's Hartsfield Airport. We're the parking spot. We'll pick you up at your car and take you right to the airport in clean, comfortable style. With 2 convenient locations just minutes from Hartsfield, the parking spot is your spot. So get on board, join the Spot Club to earn free parking, and visit theparkingspot.com. We have airport parking covered.
Hey, everyone's eating tacos outside Bill's office. Don't you think that's some information I would like to know? I like tacos. You invited Eric? I thought Eric gave you the creeps. Oh. Yeah. Hey.
Don't be left behind. AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network, is getting faster with 4G.
The G Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com is the #1 stop to get University of Georgia merchandise. With over 2,000 items, all the Bulldogs gear you need is in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Bulldogs gear, head to the G Shop at GeorgiaDogs.com.
Inside Georgia Basketball with Mark Fox is brought to you by AT&T and by HeartGuard.
Our HeartGuard look ahead has the Dogs moving into the month of February now, the last month before March Madness, and it opens, of course, February 2nd at Arkansas. The Dogs taking on the Hogs in Fayetteville, and then back home on February 5th to face out of the SEC West, also the Auburn Tigers, and then the only out-of-conference game left on Georgia's schedule right now, and that is Xavier, February 8th, also at Stegman Coliseum. So to all of you in the Bulldog Nation, make sure you're in Stegman. Boy, it's been sellout after sellout. Nobody leaving disappointed as far as exciting basketball, that's for sure. And Georgia certainly has been able to win its share. So get out to Stegman, get into Athens, and support these basketball Bulldogs. In the meantime, the Dogs, of course, still with a long way to go in this SEC schedule, and we got our fingers crossed for them. We'll be supporting them every step of the way. And don't forget to join us next week back here on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. Have a great Bulldog week, everybody.